was gonna lie to you, but I had to tell the truth. I'm just being honest.
The rules aren't the same for both artists. When Kendrick drops Like That was a response to a song called First Versus Shooter. He drops Like That. Drake has never ducked a battle. He's always been there, right? Everyone's like, it's been like 2 weeks. Drake didn't say anything. You know, everyone says he's scared. That's what I'm saying, changing the rules. Okay, Drake drops. It's 2 weeks now. We're waiting for Kendrick. Yo, chill out. Yo, he just takes a while to cook. Like, what people think about both artists doing the same thing, just taking time to create music.
I thought Kendrick.
I don't agree with that. I believe when Kendrick didn't drop the first Friday, from my reading on the internet, is everyone was disappointed in saying, you're the greatest and you're the boogeyman. Where's the response? They wanted one faster than the 17 days, if I'm not mistaken. It was 17 days, 2 weeks, 3 days. He dropped on a Tuesday. People were almost off the battle until he gave them what they wanted, right? He came and gave them what they wanted, so people kind of moved on from it. Now, I can't agree with you on that point, DJ Akademiks, but I'll let you finish because I want to hear what you got to say. Any other reason?
Kendrick was ducking, and I was annoyed at Kendrick, and I'm a Drake hater, but I'm also not like a Kendrick slurper.
But also, look at Kendrick put blatant lies on some of the records.
Didn't Drake too?
Yes.
Well,
Drake started it.
Yeah, we got to be honest.
Oh, see, this is another exposure of DJ Akademiks being compromised. We're not the jury. We haven't read through all of the evidence. We're not here to see who's lying and who's telling the truth. We were judging a battle when we know things are gonna get exaggerated. Some lies may be told. So we're not there to judge it in that light, like, oh, he's a liar. He's a truth teller. He wins. No battle has been judged on that platform. It was all about the music. And the thing about music is making believable music. If I'm portraying a gangster and you believe it, and this guy is rapping the same thing about being a gangster, but it's not believable due to how he looks, you're going to judge me and say that I'm the better rapper because I'm more believable. It's like being in the WWF or the WWE. Rappers have character. They are characters for the most part, and how you can portray that and make that believable to the audience. You're an entertainer. Anyway, yeah, that's he's not being fair. So a battle is determined off the audience believing the diss. Nobody cares if No Vaseline was true or not. They just know it was dope. Who cares, right?
Yeah, that's the other thing that's biased. I feel it's like
I'm not sure if Drake started.
the K free shit.
Yeah, that came afterwards. That came after the whole you have a kid.
Oh, okay. So what was the first? So
push-ups. He takes a subtle jab.
His
bodyguard. Yeah, Whitney and the
Whitney's
bodyguard.
bodyguard.
No, that's a play off words. There's actual
on,
movie
bro.
called.
Stop it.
You said,
Stop it.
No. That's him.
I didn't know you compromised.
No.
Oh,
No.
I really didn't know you compromised. Bro.
But Dave.
Yes, clearly Drake made it personal first. There's no record of Kendrick mentioning anybody in Drake's family before the Whitney line. We all knew that. We were waiting on a Kendrick response when he said, I be with bodyguards like Whitney. Everybody knew that.
He's not a bodyguard. He wanted to just. That's what Drake does. When Drake's getting at an opponent, he always. I think people figured him out by now. Hey, you're gonna get at my love interest, and I think he instantly went there. This is exactly what he did to Pusha T when Pusha T revealed that he had a son. He said, listen, it says something ring like Virginia
That was
Williams.
again before.
That was his wife.
That was again before.
Okay, but he didn't mention anything messy like, yo, your general manager is fucking your.
I mean,
your wife.
define messy. He's talking about someone's.
No.
Yeah.
No, but that wasn't.
Both of them kept
He
their
didn't
wives.
make an allegation at that point. That's what I'm trying to say.
And this is what
he just mentioned that. He just mentioned
this is what we said earlier. Off.
Well, with the Pusha situation, that was offense versus more offense. And Pusha already went personal with you. So when he mentioned Pusha's wife, it was like he could have said more, but he was like, I don't want to go there and I don't want to do the same thing you did. In this case, he started the personal thing first, which was part of his strategy, I think, to try to throw Kendrick off because of Mr. Morale and the things Kendrick revealed on that album. So Drake used it as a strategy to be like, okay, this is my chance. Let's get him. Let's use this. And for the most part, it backfired.
We were talking about the roast and mentioning like Tom Brady's kids and nobody mentioned his kids because these are people that are off camera. When you take people that are off camera, they're out of the pub. Push, Kendrick, keep their wives out of it. They don't put them in the public. You put their name in there. Don't be like, whoa, where's this coming from? How dare you speak on my family? But you mentioned my family's name in a battle. You mention my family's name negatively. It's not positive. You're not saying, hey, all respect to her, I just don't like you.
You mention innocents, you mention civilians. Once you mention civilians, you open that up. You can't be upset when your civilians start getting
I agree. And that's why I think Drake coming out of the Pusha T battle, I think he said to himself, I wasn't comfortable with the fact that my family got exposed and the fact that I had a kid got exposed. And my response would have went somewhere else, so I'm going to bow out of this one. And I think him coming in, if you listen to the energy on push-ups, he even says at the end, which even though it's a play on words, he's like, I'm trying to keep it PG, but he's basically almost hinting like, I'm down to really get kind of in the mud with you. Before I wasn't with Pusha T. The only thing is, I don't think there's ever a response for someone saying, you fuck kids. Like, it's either two things. If you don't ignore it, it's the elephant in the room. If you respond to it, they're like, wait, about that, then they come up with all these loose narratives.
Let's do this.
Well, going back to things being believable or not, they were all allegations. There was not, like I said, I can't even say allegations. They were all lyrics and just bars. What made the lyrics stick more than anything was on the Hard Part 6 by Drake, he was defending. He was explaining himself. He was telling everybody that, hey, why are you doing this? It sounded like he was playing the victim. And that made Kendrick's lyrics more vicious. And once people see that things are getting to you and it's not getting to him, it changed everybody's outlook on the battle, in my opinion. Right? And I'll get to why. I'll let them finish, though.
You're right. I'll concede that point. I'll say that, yeah, it's fucked up. You can paint that narrative. Let's say all allegations are false on both sides. Who's winning this battle? It's still Kendrick.
No.
Like that is bonkers.
No. I do like this Not Like Us record.
Right? Not Like Us, I mean.
Yeah, I like this record, but I'm going to be honest with you. The majority of this battle, before we got to this, was Kendrick Lamar sitting back and saying, I'm going to pick you apart as a man. The very fabric of what you portray to be, you're a whole fraud. You've stolen culture. You're a bad parent. You've made the same mistakes and you won't live up to responsibility. These are things that, like, he was almost picking at the fabric of Drake, and you're looking at him like, damn, maybe this guy's a fraud. So now if it's just completely lies that you were...
Can't like Drake anymore, man. I really liked him because he was a good...
All right, so he's right on that. When it was all music, it was a even matchup. I thought it was tight. Kendrick kept playing offense. No song, on neither song can you hear Kendrick saying, hey, well, I never touched my wife. Or I've never touched any women. He ignored it. He stayed on offense. Everything was focused on showing you Drake. So when you play his music, all you could think about was Drake in a negative way. When you play Drake's last song, The Hard Part 6, you felt like Drake was playing the victim in the battle. And that's not the time to be the victim. It's time to be the warrior and destroy. And I don't think he did that. He didn't use war tactics. He didn't have good war tactics.